Right, guys, so let's jump into it. There's some new documents that dropped, and I want to talk about the 911 call and the text that night, because there is some new information that I think you guys should listen to, okay? Before I start the video, I just want to say this. Just remember that we all react differently to certain things in life, and we shouldn't tell people how to react because, again, we're different people, and I just want to put that out there. So the night starts around 2 a.m. when Kaylee and Maddie return home, and then shortly after, Ethan and Xana return. And then Dylan and Bethany, when they arrive, they go to their rooms. And then the house goes quiet. Dylan wakes up to a strange noise. She hears crying, maybe whimpering. She opens her bedroom door and sees a man in black clothes wearing a ski mask walk past her towards the sliding glass door. She doesn't call 911. She doesn't scream. She freezes and she starts to text Bethany, who is obviously the other surviving roommate. She says to Bethany, "No one is answering." Here are a few text messages between Dylan and Bethany between 4:22 a.m. and 4:26 a.m. They sound like they're panicking. So I'm freaking out right now. It's like a ski mask almost. Bethany, I'm not kidding. I'm freaked out. I'm scared though. My phone's gonna die. Then Bethany tells Dylan, "Come to my room. Run." Dylan then tries to call Ethan through Snapchat, then Kaylee, then Xana. No one answers, and she finally leaves her room and sees Xana lying on the floor, head against the wall, feet towards the door. At that time, Dylan thought Xana was drunk, so she just left her lying on the floor. Again, let's not question it. She just thought she was drunk. From 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m., Dylan is on her phone, editing and deleting photos, checking Instagram, using Snapchat, and then she stops using her phone until 8:05. At 10 o'clock, she logs in again. At 10:23, she texts Madison, "Are you up?" Still no response. And then at 11:29, she tries again, "Are you up?" Still no response. This is abnormal for Madison and Kaylee because they are early risers, they're morning birds, and again, this isn't like them. DM finally calls her friend EA and asks her to come over. EA arrives with her boyfriend HJ at the same time. Dylan and Bethany meet them at the bottom door. HJ goes upstairs, grabs a poker. He's clearly scared. Then he comes back down and tells them, "Get out." He's pale, he's shaking, he's freaking out, and he says someone is unconscious. This is when Bethany calls 911, and this is when they're passing the phone around to multiple people. You can hear heavy breathing, you can hear crying. She then says something happened in our house and we don't know what. In court, the prosecution wants the full 911 call, the text, and all phone activity from Dylan and Bethany to be presented to the jury. The defense says much of it is hearsay, but the judge ruled that the 911 call and most texts are likely admissible. Why? Because it shows a present sense of impression, emotion, immediate reaction, not scripted, not rehearsed, raw, cut, unfiltered. These weren't just texts. These were a real-time cry out for help. In these texts, there was fear, denial, confusion, because they were probably questioning themselves if they were seeing what they were seeing, if they were hearing what they were hearing. Again, let's not judge people on how they react to certain situations, especially if they're intoxicated as well. Now their messages may speak for those who cannot anymore. This is part one. I will be breaking down more information, but you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments.